Hey everybody, CW here, Card Wolf, because I am always on the hunt for great cards. Today is Monday, and that means it is a mail day, and I have got an enormous box here from Travis A., who has sent us many cards in the past, and yet here is another very heavy, very large box from Mr. Travis A. We have kind of an exchange going on that works very, very, very much in my benefit. I send him a few cards once in a while, and he's been sending me enormous boxes full of cards. I don't know how he does it or where he gets all of this stuff, but I'm very excited to get into this one with you today. Hope you guys had a great 4th of July weekend. It was a whole lot of fun here and very, very busy, but not so bad. I've got a brand new Mr. Kershaw. I had to retire the old one. The blade was just getting too difficult to sharpen, and the blade was also getting a little bit loose, which is dangerous and not easy to fix on these actually. So I've got a new one, and it is super sharp, and so I will be very careful not to impale myself or anything like that, but it is quite sharp, which I don't know, maybe I should get a new Mr. Kershaw every year. I feel like I wait a little bit too long. Every time I get to that point, I'm like, well, this is actually not cutting anything that I needed to cut. But this new one is pretty darn awesome. This is great. So, inaugural package with the new Mr. Kershaw from Travis A. And we will see what is inside this. Something is wrapped in here. What is going on? All right, we've got a letter here. It is a 2-page letter, which is fantastic. All right, what does it say? CW. I hope this finds you well. I haven't done it yet, but I'll go ahead and apologize for all the tape. There's an Altuve tin with some cards for Julie, as discussed. There's also a team bag of Cubs for Average Joe. Wow, that is super generous. He's not just sending me cards, he's sending cards to friends of the channel, including Average Joe and Julie Searle. That is amazing. Thank you, Travis. That is so generous. I've been curating this box for a while, so I can't recall everything in it. There's definitely a couple cards you're bound to keep for the PC. Well, that's good to know. If you don't want some, feel free to pass them on. Thank you for the package. I got some great additions to my collection, as most were cards I didn't have. I also included the Pete Alonso starter kit. Wow. I have mentioned on the channel how I've started collecting Pete Alonso and don't really have that many of his cards, but just decided he's a player I want to collect. So very thoughtful. Keep an eye on holiday cards. I know there's a couple of short prints among them. If a card is randomly sleeved, it's either a short print or I received it that way in a mystery pack. The Jersey Fusion Cal Ripken, what? Has a QR code on the back. Takes you to a webpage with details of the swatch on the card. Regards, Travis A. P.S. There is probably a mascot in the mix. Wait a minute now. I don't know about this. I may just have to put this away. I'm already trembling just thinking about what I might run into if there's a mascot in here. They are terrifying. I've talked about this on the channel. I don't know how they put mascot cards in packs that kids might open. It's wrong. It's cruel. They should stop it. P.P.S. Did you know adding a postscript to a letter used to be considered a sign of mental illness? I did not know that. That is awesome. I love that piece of trivia. I'm going to trot that one out to my wife. That is an awesome piece of trivia. When Robert Lincoln had his mother, Mary Todd, institutionalized, he used letters from her which contained the P.S.s as evidence. Man, I love that story. That is fantastic. I'm going to use that all the time because I do write letters and postcards and emails. I'm very old-fashioned like that, and I often include P.S.s. This is a fantastic letter, Travis. Thank you. That is going to go right up here on top of the card wall. All right, we got to get all the stuff out of here. See if we'll even fit on the table. This is crazy. All right. This is in a big padded mailer that I can barely lift out of the box. All right, let's see how we get into this. Oh, I might need the kitchen shears for this one. I can't seem to... Oh, wait, here we go. Found how to do that. All right, slowly get into this. I think the new Mr. Kershaw is a little too sharp to try to use that on this. All right, boy, this may be a two-parter, guys. I'm just going to tell you right now. This is nuts. I tell you, this is... Travis, you have gone way overboard with this, my friend. I am, and there's also some unopened packs in here. which is always very exciting. This is crazy. Oh, and I'm still not done. There's still a couple more things in there. All right, I think I got everything out of there finally. Good heavens, look at these stacks of cards. There's also this tin. We got some unopened packs. Sunoco Dream Team, which is very unusual. I don't think I had any of those. And then we've got American Baseball. That is an old one. I don't know what year that is. 91 maybe? 92, something like that. It is 89. All right, so I was in the general area, but I don't think I have one of those either. So whenever I get unopened packs that I do not have, I always think I need to add these to my PC. Here's one I don't have either. I just noticed this one here. This is a 7-Eleven Citgo, the Performer Collection. I do not have that at all. In fact, I don't know if I've ever even opened one of those. That is really cool. That is awesome. That is from 1992, and I'm gonna put that one in the back. I've never even seen that pack before. I've at least seen these before, and I did open some Sunoco cards back in the day. But I've never seen that 7-Eleven one. That is fantastic, and I am really excited about this. All right, this is crazy. This is just absolutely nuts. So this is the Jersey Fusion that we were warned about in the wonderful letter from Travis A. Let's check this out. I've never opened a Jersey Fusion, so clearly I did it the wrong way. I did it upside down, but it's got like a little magnetic thing going on there. And what this company does is they take existing vintage cards and they add a game-used swatch to the card, and they encase it in a thing, very big plastic thing. This is actually a much sturdier case than most grading companies use. This is a really sturdy case. I'd need some sort of a sledgehammer type implement to get into here. Not that I would want to, but if I ever had need. So on the back, there is the QR code. So we'll find out exactly where this jersey came from. It says it was a pair of pants in 2001. So that is pretty cool. Put this in the back too. That is really cool. I'm trying to remember, I've seen Average Joe open Jersey Fusion cards, but I don't think I have ever opened one. So that was a very fun experience. And here's the Altuve tin, and this is for Julie Searle, so I'm going to let her get into that. I'm going to put that to the side. I don't want to spoil that because I know she watches every episode, so I don't want to spoil that for her. And he also, I believe Travis said there was also, here's Average Joe. So how generous is that? Not only do I get cards out of this, stacks and stacks of them for that matter, but Average Joe and Julie Searle also get some cards. Again, I'm not going to open that. I'm going to let Average Joe get into that. I don't want to ruin the surprise there. So this is, I don't even know where to start. I think this is going to be a 2-episode opening here because this is absolutely crazy. Let's see what we have here. Random, I don't know, mixed. All Cal, well gee, that one I gotta get into that. That sounds awesome. And the Pete Alonso starter kit I'm pretty excited about too. This is nuts. I mean, look at all these. I don't even know. This one's not labeled, so we'll do that one as well. Who knows what could possibly be in there. All right, there we go. We'll start with the Pete Alonso starter kit since it is a starter kit. I'm gonna start getting into these with that. This is very thoughtful. Let's see what we have going on here. We've got, there's one of the holiday cards. Travis said there would be some holiday cards in there, so that's pretty exciting. That is very nice. And we got a Stars of the MLB Chrome, which Topps doesn't do the Chrome treatment on the Stars of the MLB anymore, so that's pretty sweet as well. And a nice throwback green bordered parallel. Check that out. That is awesome. Those are not numbered, but I don't know that I have a lot of green bordered parallels from that. That is pretty darn cool. That's from 2021. And it is, of course, the 1986 design. Beautiful card. Really like that one. And that is a red Stadium Club parallel. That's pretty sweet, too. Like I said, I'm just starting to collect them, so I am going to keep saying I don't have any of these because I don't. Nice home runs leader card with Alonso right in the middle there. And then we got wow, this is a relic card. No kidding. That is awesome. Check that out. And it's even got the Mets pinstripe on there. That is definitely going to get set up against the back wall. That is a sweet card. Then we got one of these sort of, you could fold these and punch them out if you want, though I don't know why anyone would do that, but it is a Mets card with Lindor, DeGrom, and Alonso. All three really good players. That is really cool. I do not have that at all, and that is a really nice card to get. Here is a Bowman Platinum Alonso. Very pretty card. Check out the foil on that. And another holiday card, and that's a rookie. Wow. That is fantastic. I do not have that. And I don't think I've ever even seen that card. That is a really sweet card. Very excited about that. Another Alonso there. And here is a Mosaic Pete Alonso. I don't open a lot of Panini baseball on this channel, so that is one I'm sure I don't have. There's a throwback design that I like a lot from Topps Chrome. That is pretty darn nice right there. The back is the same too. That is awesome. There's another throwback design from 1987, though that came out in 2022. Great Pete Alonso All-Star there. I like that one. Another Stars of the MLB. Got a backwards card here. So this is the scarf variation. You can see it right there. That is really cool. I'm glad that Travis wrote on there because sometimes I miss those. That is really cool. And this, wow, this is a card. What do we have back here? We got some more loose ones here. This is another Pete Alonso Bowman, and then we got a beautiful Diamond Kings Pete Alonso right there. Very nice card. This is a rookie card I have never seen before. And Travis showed me this one. He said, you know, what do you know about this card? And honestly, I've never seen it before. It is a rookie card. It is from Topps, but it's got some wine there from New Zealand. What is even going on with this card? If some of you know what the deal is with this card, it says it's, I got to get my spectacles here, Direct 360 Wine Pairings is apparently the insert or subset. I don't know what this was, but maybe some of you guys can inform me as to what's going on there. I'm going to put that one on the back wall too. That is a very weird and unusual card and an awesome bunch of Pete Alonso cards. I am pumped about this. This is has like quadrupled the size of the Pete Alonso cards I have just right there. So that is fantastic. This is all Cal, so you know I got to get into this one. I mean, if you follow the channel, you know I'm a huge Cal Ripken Jr. fan and collector. Been collecting his cards since he came into the league back in '82. So this is a real treat. Anytime I get a bunch of Cal Ripken cards to add to the PC, I am pumped about that. Here we got Topps Big, and that's a very nice example of that card, actually. That's a really good shape and quite well centered. That's a really nice card. We got, wow, post-serial card. That is an oddball card. You do not see those post-serial cards every day. That's pretty unusual. That is also in really great shape. I don't know where Travis is getting these. Franchise favorites. This is from Bowman's Best, and this is a pretty neat card. I think that is one I don't have. I don't know if that's a playing era card or not. I got to get that closer. Yeah, that's from 2020, so that is one I do not have. I'm pretty good on the playing era cards, but after that, I definitely am lacking. There's a beautiful Topps Chrome card. That's a really nice one. All-Star Game, no less. Pretty neat to see that. And then, wow, that is one I have not come across. Another Topps Chrome card there. Beautiful card. Love that. That is a really nice card. That looks like it's an insert from the Home Run Derby. That is pretty awesome. Another Topps Chrome here. This is a numbers game insert, hence his uniform number featured prominently on the card. We got a Baltimore Hall Worthy card here, Absolute Baseball. That's another Panini product with Cal there. I really like how you see sort of the wood-paneled Hall. I don't know if you can see that on the screen very easily, but that's a really attractive card. Very nice. Cal Ripken Old School card. That's a pretty card too. Really like that one. Panini has some beautiful inserts. I know I don't buy a lot of them, but beautiful inserts. Sport Kings gum, man. I bought a Sport Kings box once and vowed never to get it again, but this gives me the full run, the mini, the regular one, and the silver bordered. So that's awesome. Get to add those. There's a nice Diamond Skills card, Best Defensive Player on Upper Deck 1992, I believe. We got a Grand Gamers Ripken from Topps there, and an Icons from Absolute Baseball. That's another one that I have not seen and I'm delighted to have. There's a Diamond Kings Cal, beautiful card there. And here's a throwback design. I like that one a lot. Nice Cal Ripken Jr. throwback there. Even the back looks like that. I believe, what is that, 55 or 56? I got to get better about my 50s, recognizing the 50s templates. I'm getting a little rusty there. That's a Topps Fire card. They don't make those anymore. That's a brand they stopped producing, and that's a really nice one. Really interesting cards. Topps Fire, they went like over the top with the design on those, and then they decided that people didn't like them enough. 1989 template on this, and that is from just last year, and that's one I never pulled, so I'm really delighted to get that. Cal Ripken on the Kmart card. That is, man, that is definitely an oddball one there. Very nice to see that one. Those were cool cards. They did box sets. Kmart, you go into the store, and they'd have like a whole shelf full of the box sets, and they had a ton of Hall of Famers and All-Stars and whatnot in there. They were nice deals. Wow, look at this. This is a Topps Black Gold Ripken. That is a really sweet card. I like that one a lot. That is a beauty. There's even gold foil on the back. And that one, I am not sure I have that one. That is a playing era Ripken, I know. I believe it's from 94. And I don't think I have that. I'm going to put that one on the back wall too. I'm running out of room back here. Put it over here by Jiminy Cricket if I can get it to stand up. There we go. And then we finish off with an Iron Man card. This is also from Topps Fire. Let's see if I can get that in focus. It's super foily. There you go. That almost looks like graffiti that somebody spray painted on a wall there down in Baltimore. Very nice to see that. That is a cool card. I've never seen that one. Man, these are awesome. I tell you, these are, I'm loving this. The Alonsos, the Ripkins, and now this one is not labeled, so I'm going to dig into this and see what we get out of here. I fear that there could be a mascot card in one of these, so I have to be very careful. You know how I don't enjoy getting into mascot cards. We'll see if we can avoid the mascot card from this giant rack package from Travis A. Vidal Brujan, that's a nice rookie card there, pink parallel. Pretty sweet to see that. And J.D. Gonzalez, another parallel there. My son loves the shiny cards like this. Whenever I show him these, he's always really excited to see them, and he holds them up to the light and wiggles them around. That's a cool one too. Chris Bryant there for the Giants. Pretty card. And Kevin Gausman there, pitching for Toronto. We got Tyler Glasnow. And wow, that's a cool card. Garrett Anderson, SP Prospects. That is a really sweet looking card there. Nice color match for the Angels. I don't know if they were printed that way. This is 2004 SP, which I don't know that I have ever opened, quite honestly. I opened a lot of SP products, but I don't think I ever did 2004. I was not doing the hobby as strongly in the early 2000s, from about 2003 or so. I kind of took a break for a few years, so I don't think I ever opened those. Justin Hermano pitching there. And that is on another SP card. That's an SP Prospects card. Very cool to see that. There's a Fleer limited edition. That came from a box set that Fleer did. And I don't remember what store they sold that one at. That's a really cool Jim Rice card. I do collect him. I'm not sure I have that one. Kodai Senga. You know, Kodai Senga is making a comeback. I can't seem to stop getting his cards. There was a pause there. I feel like for about 6 or 7 months, there was a pause where I was not getting that much. And now I can't seem to not get him. Thank you, Travis, for this rookie card from Heritage 2023. Very nice to see that, of course, in the 1974 design. Beautiful card. Always like the throwback designs. Luis Castillo there for the Marlins. This is from Fleer Futures. And these are really pretty cards. I'll see if I can get the light to show you this. Where the player is sort of this glossy finish, and then out here it's sort of this, it's almost like a rough, gravelly sort of finish. I'm not sure the camera's going to pick that up, but really unusual cards, very neat cards, Fleer Futures. I'll have to see if I have a pack of those that I can open on the channel, because they're really nice. Shohei here, I do collect him, and probably always will, so that's pretty cool to see that. Paul Skeens, that's a rookie card. What are you sending me, Skeens rookie cards? That's a Topps Chrome Stars of the MLB. Really sweet card there. Thank you, Travis. And a James Wood Bowman Chrome. That is a beauty. I really like that card. That is a really lovely card, and one that I'm sure I do not have. I don't know what the name of that insert is, but man, that's a pretty card. We got James Wood, another one here from the Top 100 Bowman Chrome. Can't believe you're sending me these really nice rookie cards, Travis. These are awesome. C.J. Stroud playing baseball. Of course, C.J. Stroud plays for the Houston Texans in football and is their star quarterback. They look like they might do pretty well. They made some pretty decent moves in the offseason, so we'll see how the Texans do. We got Otto Lopez there. Man, that is some cool foily design going on there. My son's going to love that. I'll pull that out for him. And Luis Castillo, I love these Aces cards that Topps did couple of years ago, and they look like playing cards. They're called all aces. They're really nice. Very, very high production value on those. I wish Topps would do that again. Here's some more of that really cool foil there. This is David Dahl from the Rockies. Very neat to see that. Another all aces card, Shane McClanahan from the Rays, Randy Rosarina there on the blue. That is a very cool blue parallel there. Neat foil stuff there. And Bob Gibson, very nice. This is from this year's Heritage, which uses the 1976 designs, and I really have just been loving that set a lot. Awesome to get Bob Gibson and Stan Musial. That is great. Those will definitely go into the PC. Love that. That is really cool. Now, I believe that Travis told me what these were, and these are cards I did not have and had not seen. Travis is a big Cardinals fan, so he has just an amazing number of Cardinals. I don't know what set this is from. It looks like it's a Heritage set, but it's a Bob Gibson insert set that they did that covers his whole career. Of course, he won the 68 Cy Young for his remarkable season. No-hitter in 71, 3,000 strikeout in 74, and in 81 got very rightfully his plaque in Cooperstown. Put that there, and then we got another Heritage card here with Ohtani on it. That's pretty sweet. And Acuna. I collect both of those guys. So that's a pretty awesome card. I'll bring that up here so you can check it out. And then another Ohtani, 2021's Greatest Hits. That's a very nice insert from Topps. Like that one a lot. Beautiful foil on there. And then this is one I do not have. This is Topps Baseball Card Day. Ohtani. Definitely do not have that card. I never get those cards because I don't have an LCS around me. There are no LCSs here in this area that I could go in and try to get a card like this. So that's a really nice add to my PC. That is one I definitely don't have and never get an opportunity to really get into. So that's pretty cool. What else do we want to do here? This is a random mix. We'll do another random mix. Actually, we're already past 20 minutes. As much as I would like to do another random mix, I don't think I'm going to because I try to keep the episodes to under 20 minutes, but we're well over that now. We're going to have to come back and do another episode. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I'll just keep plowing through this amazing, amazing rack package from Travis A. Well, I'll just leave these right here and do more of this tomorrow because this is remarkable. I'm having a blast with this. Travis, thank you so much. These are extremely, extremely thoughtful cards for me and the PC, and some to give to my son as well, the pack opening machine. Remarkable stuff. I mean, look at all the stuff on the back wall. This is amazing. Thank you so much, Travis. There will be more of this to see on tomorrow's episode, a two-parter for Mail Day. You'll get it on Tuesday as well. I'll see you guys back here then. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and thank you, as always, for coming to the channel, and happy collecting.